Hi, my name is Tony MEECHAI. I'm a PGA golf professional based in Bangkok, Thailand. And my daughter, Amy MEECHAI, she goes to the international schooling. Amy really loves international schooling. I mean, the differences that she's made and the confidence that she's gained is unbelievable. And she was sharing with my wife and I that what she likes about international schooling is how she gets to talk directly to the teacher and interact one-on-one with the teacher, and the teacher's so friendly, and obviously they're very qualified. And the key thing is that during her time in traditional schooling, where the classmates were like 40 to 50 in a class, it was hard for her to keep up with the other classmates. And when she switched over to international schooling, not only did she understand the material better, which she was saying, like for example algebra or even English, but she also got to understand it deeper, and she really feels the confidence, and she loves like her history class. Her history teacher really has done a great job in having her understand the global history, and that's really hard to do if you were like in a big class. So you know what, we feel so grateful. My wife and I just think that was the best decision. We're very grateful to you guys. We think international schooling, the quality, and I'm not just saying this, I'm really saying this out of my heart, is that the you can tell that the quality and the standards that you guys are doing are exceptionally well, and that's why I think Amy's thriving as she is. So thank you so much. Thank you very much. There's two things that I really want to just let other parents really know, that if you're what happened to Amy really out of nowhere, and it's been very obvious. Number one is the confidence and the time management that she does, meaning that she wakes up, she like really understands on how to manage her life, and I have to tell you that comes from whatever she's learning with international schooling, because it's been really difficult to have a teenage, and it's amazing. But what was really amazing is the confidence level on another aspect. Recently she got herself into an audition, which mom and dad didn't even know about, and we had to go with her as the guardian, as her parents. And when we went into the audition room, please understand that let me paint the picture. There was thousands of other kids, thousands, okay, and it was in a very five-star hotel in downtown Bangkok. And when Amy went up for audition and they brought her into the room, her English and her skills, I mean, mom and dad were so shocked, like, is this our daughter? Like, we couldn't believe, and she really could understand, she could comprehend the questions, she answered it, and she got another audition, and we're so like, we were so astounded, we were so proud of her. And I have to tell you, international schooling played a major part on that, and we thank you guys a lot. I really believe in international schooling. What you guys do on a level of, especially during this time with the pandemic and everybody's going online, I wish all schools should be like your system. I mean, it's that good. That's how my wife and I feel about your institution. So thank you very much for having us. I mean, you hit it right on the spot, and that is, without international schooling, there's no way that she could afford the time that she needs to really keep up the level with her passion, dancing. With international schooling, yes, to answer the question, the time difference and the time available is amazing, and we wish we would have started this a long time ago. That's the only thing that my wife and I joke about, is that if we would have known that international schooling was like this, we would have joined when she was like in kindergarten or even much earlier, because the time that we get to spend with her, and then the time that she gets to really work on what she loves, and it's not just dancing now, it's like other things. She's gone back to swimming, she has more time with the family now, and it's life, right? I mean, you only live one time. So our family's become very, very closer, and we've gone on let's say trips over up country, and if it wasn't for COVID right now, we could travel. And she loves talking to all the other international schooling classmates, to know that what their lifestyle is also about, and that's what I like. We've seen a big change. I mean, I honestly cannot share enough about how her life has really completely it's done like a 180, sir, and it's been amazing. And I want to shout out to the world that they didn't have this when I was growing up, right? I mean, I wish I wish there was international schooling when we were growing up, because I was a golfer, and but we had to go to school and stuff like that. Not that it was, that was our times, right? But this time now is people are doing a lot of online stuff anyway. So why not? Especially you cannot buy that time. So Amy always tells, Mommy, Daddy, what are we doing next week? And she tells us like Tuesday, Wednesday. The best part is having to be able to set her teaching schedule, or her learning schedule, her sessions. Every Sunday is a big deal in our family. Sunday before she sleeps, she's gonna plan out the whole week, and then she writes a little calendar out and she sends it through our line group, or she tells us, so we know the entire week from Monday to Sunday. And I have to tell you, the quality of life has been extremely much better, and we have to thank international schooling. That's from the bottom of my heart, Alvin. That is without any, that's just as a parent, a proud parent of a daughter. And to answer your question, 110%, she loves her teachers at international schooling. I mean, she knows them by name. She has a conversation with them. She feels that if she falls into like a problem, or has a question, she can reach out anytime. The support has been unbelievable. Compared to traditional schooling, it's been, it's unbelievable, right? I mean, I am myself, I'm a teacher, so I know how difficult it is to make sure all 40 students can comprehend within 45 minutes. That's almost impossible. And, it depends on the student. It has to be a working relationship. Here at international schooling, they understand the online student, and they understand the, say, the background or the passion or what drives them. And her subjects, she's been really doing, as you can see from her grades, we've only seen it. We were very happy with C's in our family, okay? But now she's wanting to get A's. I mean, I screenshot we screenshot that all of her classes, she's had A's at 90, 92, and I sent it to my sisters in Chicago, and they cannot, they're like, wow, this is Amy? I said, yes, it's international schooling, and we hope we can relay, our proudness, and without talking too much about, everybody's proud of their kids, right? But this is for real, Alvin. This is thank you to your international schooling has made a big difference. And from day one, from the tour, from the initial contact to today, you guys have never, there's been no disappointment. It's always been professional. You guys have been there to support us, and we thank you. We thank you very much. Well, what I would like to say, let me just point out the fact that I have 4 or 5 friends that have online schooling experience, but it seems like, without, I don't know how to say this. Let me make sure I say this correctly. Is that I think our family got lucky. Really, I really think that from the research, we had a really good consultant, which I want to introduce you to. Her name was John Wipa. And when Amy was going through a difficult period of her life recently, when we did switch over, John Wipa said, she basically recommended, and from the homework that I did with international schooling, the difference is that it's like you guys have adapted to, you guys are concentric to our area. You understand that there's issues, different, like time issues, time difference and stuff like that. And when you listen to like what Amy's goals were, the international schooling quickly, the admin quickly adapted. Aditi, she called me right away. So to say that there was a problem, there wasn't a problem. But what I'm happy about is that the difference between international schooling and what I believe I know is that you were adapted and you guys really understood. It's like you're I don't know how to say that word. It's not there, but you guys really adapted and knew the issues that we're having here in Asia, and it was really good. And I have to tell you that's the big difference that I believe that we have a difference between the international schoolings, the other ones that I hear about, and I want to say, hey, you should switch over to international schooling, because some of the problems that I hear that they're having, we didn't have with you guys, because it's like you guys understood us. You guys understood you understood Amy like right away, and no, we didn't. So that's what I don't know if I'm understanding. I don't know if I'm relaying the issue correctly, but mainly the problem was like the time difference, or you know, or was this the quality, or was this going to be okay? You know, is this class going to be okay? You know, but you guys answered it right away. Right away, you switched it right away. You know, and you fixed the problem like right away. And it wasn't really a problem. Let's say it was just it was a fact that okay, yeah, we'll adapt here, or we'll move over here, and Amy's excelled since then. Um, so to answer the question, if we ever had a question, you answer the question immediately without any hesitation, and in such a nice and personal way. Thank you so much. I highly recommend international schooling due to the fact that the world has changed. The world has changed, and Amy's generation, just seeing Amy, is that everything's online anyway. And so when you want to learn online, you got to make sure that the online standards, the institution meets the standards, and international schooling has those standards. I have to tell you that I've been very impressed, quietly impressed, because we're still brand new to it, but just the stuff that we've seen that Amy has turned around in less than a year it's been incredible. It's been miraculous in ways. It's this generation. I've heard a lot of things about online learning. It seems like international schooling has that corrected, has understood that. They're like the experts in that, and then that's probably why they set themselves apart. But so we feel that we got really lucky. As my wife and I will always say that, wow, it came at the right time, at the right time, really, in our lives. And so we'll never forget this time, no matter where Amy goes. But I can tell you that the relationships that she's met with her fellow classmates and her teachers have been outstanding. I went to a boarding school when I was young in high school, and the relationships it's that type of feeling, but this is global. With the era of this year, the period of our time right now is global. So international schooling has that global atmosphere. Amy's has friends in all over every country: Colombia, Ecuador, United States, Canada, Singapore. This is incredible, right? And in our lives when we were growing up, I didn't have it's amazing. So I hope all the parents who are thinking about switching over to online schooling, you definitely will not go wrong with international schooling. Their standards are above anybody that I've seen. I've done my research. I really do research, and so to switch over Amy to international schooling, it was a big decision, but it was the right decision. And every day, my wife and I, we feel lucky that we made that decision in the right time. And we hope we hope the best, that when you do make the decision, don't get too nervous. The system will basically be good for your children. It actually, something happens to your son or daughter because they created a system that basically makes that happen. And if you have any questions, they will answer it like right away. You put it into the admin group, and they get back to you, and they're so friendly about it. Whenever I have a question, I felt like I was bothering them so much, but they answered all my questions all the time, and the results is Amy's grades have shot up big time. She's averaging, I think, 90%, which is amazing, because some of the subjects is global subjects that she would never have received in the traditional aspect of things. So what we feel best as a parent is that international schooling is preparing our daughter for the future. And I have to tell you, I commend everybody, the faculty, the directors, everybody, and thank you so much for keeping up the standards. And thank you so much for having me also. As a parent, I trust international schooling 110%.